What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. I know I haven't uploaded in a long time, but in this video, I'm going to go ahead and install a custom-made carbon fiber steering wheel on my GT350. I just want to go ahead and put this out there. Anyone looking to upgrade their steering wheel, please feel free to message me on my Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, any social media that I have linked down below in this video. There is no website for now. Website will be coming out probably sometime next year. This is 2024, so probably in 2025, somewhere around there. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to install this step by step, because I know a lot of people have been asking. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, y'all, so the first thing I wanna go ahead and do is unplug the ground wire. What I like to do is I like to disconnect both. Both of these is a 10 millimeter. I'm gonna be using the drill bit so I could just drill it out. Right, becomes loose. So I put the ground wire here, the positive over here. The reason why you want to go ahead and do this is because you don't want your airbag exploding on you or anything like that. This is just for extra precaution. So the next thing you want to go ahead and do is grab a small Allen key or one of these flatheads, because to remove the airbag cover, there's a hole right here that you have to go inside, and there's like a little pin there. You see that? There's a pin. I don't know if you could hear it. Yeah, but anyway, that's where you're gonna go ahead and push the pin in on this side. There's another hole on the other side here. Right there. Right there. So you're gonna put the pin in this way until you hear a click. Then you're gonna put it this way until you hear a click, and then the airbag comes out. I'm going to go ahead and show you what it looks like once it's done. Actually, no, you're not gonna hear a clip. You're actually gonna just feel it release. As you can see now, I remove mine. There's two clips holding it in the back. Let me see if I can show you. These clips here, you just push up. Let me remove it, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. All right, y'all, so as you can see, this here is a little push clip here. I don't know if you can see that. See that it focus right there. You press it and you pull it. This is connected to this black wire. And then this clip here is gonna be flat like this. All you have to do is plug this up. Yeah, you're gonna have to plug that up and plug this one up as well. Plug it up. That's gonna be sitting flush with these two. See? So when you put it back, the orange is gonna go with the orange, and the black is gonna go with the black. Then once you push it down, you click it down. It's gonna be flush. So that's the same way how you take it out. You have to plug this up, and then this is a push clip. Now for this one, I believe you need a 24. Let me see. Yeah, you're gonna need a 24 millimeter. I like to use it with a ratchet, get it loose, and then use a drill to take it out. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so I just loosened it with the ratchet, and now I'm gonna hit it with the drill. Once you remove this lug nut here, and you remove the steering wheel, make sure you keep it aligned as it is. Don't move it or anything, because that's what controls the wheel and what moves your tires left to right. So make sure you want to align it perfectly, so when you put the new one back, it stays exactly the same. I'm gonna go ahead and show you. All right, so I got the lug nut out. Now all of these wires, you're gonna fish it right through here, and you're gonna bring the wheel out, kind of like this. It's hard when I'm doing it with one hand, so I'm gonna cut the video, but you know what I mean. Remove the wheel coming straight forward, and removing the wires going through this little open window. There's also a clip right here that you need to detach. Now remember, when you detach this, make sure this is aligned right in the middle, right there, and then just plug out, and that's it. Like I said, make sure this goes right in the middle. When you do install the wheel back, make sure it aligns straight. Now let's go ahead and swap all this stuff over to the new wheel. All right, y'all, I got both steering wheels here, the OEM and the custom-made one, and we got the two airbag covers. Now, the first thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is work on the most hardest part, in my opinion, which is the airbag cover. You're gonna need pry tools, and the back of this could be a very big challenge, because you have to put, you see all these clips in here? I'm just gonna show you one. You see this clip? This clip has to go under that, underneath this opening there. All these clips have to do that. And then this comes out. So as you can see right here, all the clips is there. This is the custom made one. So you have to put the pry tools in each one and then pull out. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to show this on video. I'm gonna try my best, but it's not guaranteed because I'm doing this by myself. It's better if you have 4 hands to work with. Yes, I say 4 because you might need someone else. So I'll get right back to you. All right, so as you can see right here, I put the pry tools in there. So you could go ahead and push it out. Because this is the airbag cover right here. And then you have to put the pry tools in each one and then pull out, like I said earlier. I still got these remaining, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue. I just wanted to show you just in case I'm not able to show you the rest. So I just removed the airbag cover from the actual cover. This is what the airbag should look like. So it's very challenging because, like I said, you have to use the pry tools and pry through all of these holes here. Once you're done, just flip it around. Place the airbag into the new one. All right, so you wanna make sure, you see what it says Fomoco? There's 3 clips here. You want to align it with these 3 clips right here. So essentially, you're just going to put it like that and then just push it. All right, so this is how it looks after the airbag is installed into the new airbag cover. As you can see, all the clips are clipped in. Hope y'all can see that. Yep, there you go. All right, now to begin for the steering wheel, we're going to remove this top cover first. There's 3 torque bits there. You can't see it only with the flash, but you're gonna have to use one of these small ones. I think it's a size 10. I'm not sure because these are not labeled, so I'm just going blinded. So I'm just gonna head and use a drill and drill them out. Once you remove those 3 torque bits from the top, you're gonna have these 2, 4, 6, and a few here. This one is mine. You're not gonna have a star. That's just the way I put mine, but yours is gonna be exactly like that. Just remove all of these. Once all that is removed, you could either use a thin pry tool or you could use your nails if you have one and just pry up a little bit and pop this out. All right, once you remove all the nails, you pry them out. There's gonna be clips here. Click that clip, unplug it. Same with this side. They're both color coordinated, gray with gray and green with green, depending on what model you have of a Mustang. It'll probably be different color, I'm not too sure, but it's gonna be color coordinated. And pop this one open also. I'll use this pry tool. Just like that. Okay, so we move everything. Now we have these torque bits as well. It's the same thing, 10 millimeter, I believe. We have to remove this. This is for the control buttons. So let's go ahead and undrill that. Once you remove that, now we're gonna unclip this. Same thing, they're both gonna be color coordinated. In my case, this one is black with black, this one is gray with gray. So there's a clip back here somewhere. Just pull out. Well, I'm doing one hand, but there's a clip back there and back here. You clip it, pull. You might need like a little small flathead to get in there and plug it because it might be too small for your fingers to fit. In my case, I use one of these. Came right off right quick. Next step is to take out this plastic. This plastic just come right off. Just pull it out and don't be scared. It sounds like you're gonna break it, but you're not. That's just clipped onto it. I'm gonna go ahead and do it right now. All right, there you have it. I removed it. Now for this piece here, for these wires, remove it as it is and place it on the table on the same position because we're gonna put it right back on the wheel and you don't wanna mess up the format of how it's supposed to be on the wheel. So exactly how you take it out is exactly how we're gonna put it back. So just leave it like that. And the last piece to take out from the wheel is going to be these little bubble things. But before we go ahead and remove this, we have to get these buttons out of here and transfer it over to the new one. So these are the same thing. All of these are 10 millimeter, I believe, Torx. We're gonna remove it and put it into the other one. All right, when you screw these screws in, make sure you over tighten it because one time I did that and it cracked right through the carbon fiber. So make sure you go ahead and tighten that very slowly, don't overdo it. We're gonna go ahead and repeat the process for the other side. Okay, now we got the buttons inside the carbon fiber trim pieces. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to removing the back of the steering wheel. Now for this, you need to remove these things. I like to use a 6mm right here with a little screw tool, and you're just gonna press on it hard on all of them. Right now I'm using the phone, so it's kind of hard for me to do it, but you want to press on it somewhere where it's not a flat environment, so like that it could pop out to the back, and then you pull it out. So I'm going to show you once it's done. Okay, and just like that, the final piece of the steering wheel that we need has been removed, and now we just got to put everything back onto the new wheel. Now, like I said, you want to go ahead and pry in with one hand, and then with the other hand pushing out from the back. All right, so now let's go ahead and put this back in. Now we turned over the custom-made wheel, and we're gonna align these things, these bubbles, onto each hole. Once you've done that, I like to use something flat like this. I kind of changed it up a little bit, and then you want to go ahead and put it in the hole and just squeeze in there. Once again, I'm using the phone, so it's gonna be hard. Let me remove this camera, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna show you. Okay, once you install the back, it should look like this. The bubbles should be popping out and be securely in here. Next up, we're gonna put the lights back in here. So we're gonna go ahead and turn this over. And all we're gonna do is bring this here. We're gonna put the wires back in here. So like that, we could install this piece back. I'll show you how that looks in a few. So when you install this piece, you want to go ahead and start off with the bottom piece first, and then work your way to either or. Then once you clip it on fully, you got your wiring harness here. You want to make sure you don't go ahead and pinch these wires in between here or anything like that. Make sure they have space right there where they're free and they're not getting pinched. Same with this side. You see how I have mine underneath? It's not pinching somewhere here. And then these two that comes out through here. All right, so make sure that goes like that. Now we're gonna go ahead and install the buttons. We're gonna install these buttons first because they are hidden here. So I'm gonna go ahead and install those. So I installed the buttons right here. You make sure you go ahead and connect the wires again back to the buttons, and we're gonna go ahead and do the same for the trim piece. All right, so after everything is installed, it should be looking like this. The final step now is to install this piece back here, and then it'll be good to put on the wheel. After everything is done, this is how your wheel should look. Now all there's left to do is put it back in the car. So let's go ahead and show you that last piece. We're back in the car, and I just want to go ahead and mention that this install is just for people who ordered or have a carbon fiber steering wheel without the LED, meaning without the RPMs, the thing with the digital LED on top of the wheel. If you do, you have to open this piece, and there's wires underneath. You have to connect that. Now, I'm not too sure about that part, and this video is not to explain the LED part, so I'm just gonna go ahead and continue. I do recommend a professional if you are installing the LED one. Next, you're gonna have to fish this wire back into the window of the steering wheel. So let's go ahead and show you. Remember, keep this straight as possible. All right, so once again, for the wires, they're color coordinated. This black one goes with the black on the airbag cover, and this orange goes with the orange on the airbag cover. As you can see, black and orange, and then this clip will go with this other clip right here with the white wire right here. And then once you connect those, you're gonna clip these things here right into these things and just push in. Once you install the airbag cover, there's one last step to do, and that's to reinstall the wire for the battery and make sure our airbag logo is not showing up on your dashboard. So let's go ahead and turn that on, and let's see if I installed it correctly.